arrangement done, you know what I mean, quick arrangement, you know, dropping on some drums. Now we want everybody sound good, you know, the stereo feel, right? So you want your lows be lows, you want your mids be mids, you want your highs be highs. You know what I mean? Building beats, you don't want to overthink what you're doing, right? Most of the sounds coming out of the VSTs already sound good. Like in Reasons, you have some sounds that don't have that reverb or that delay, so you can add that stuff to your own thing. So if you look at the 2-channel mixer, our mixer right here, then I got it pretty much laid out in structure: hi-hat, snare, proc, kick, synth, strings, cello, and the bass, right? Then I bust the bass and the kicks over to their own bus, just because I wanted to get some, it's a dancehall beat. I wanted the bass and the kick to be like a more pronounced element in the beat. So I really wanted those in their own buses to beat them up a little bit more, right? So as I said before, most of the sounds coming out of the VSTs, they're pretty much already sounding good. So it's either EQ or just leveling to get them in place, you know, a nice little mix and balance, right? So with that said, then you can just come over here and see what I'm doing. So from the arrangement, from the first intro to now, like, if you look at where my snare is hitting, right? My snare is hitting like minus 10, right? And I have like, the synth sound, or the string hitting like minus 20, right? So for now, you want to keep all of your sounds below zero, because you don't want anybody peaking your master bus. My master bus is peaking on the RMS level, but on the peak level it's not really peaking, if you can see right there. So with that said, I normally try to mix in a limiter, or put a limiter on the track to, you know, lift the overall master bus, and to just give me a sound that I pretty much want to hear. So for that, on my master bus, and in Reasons, it would look like this. It's kind of technical, right? But in like Logic or FL, it's pretty much just on your master channel. So all I'm using right now is Ozone 8. I'm using a vintage limiter, right? And I'm pretty much have it on my master bus. I'm trying to mix within it. So for all the techies, like, you know what I mean, I do that seal now, minus 1.0, so I'm not really hitting zero per se. And the brick wall limiter say, no, when it goes up there, the sound is basically stopping right there. There's no sound that can go over and peak and to crush the signal, right? The threshold is minus 0.8 dB, pretty much, and I have it on the analog feature, because I can switch between tube and I can switch between modern. It's just this just the sound that I wanted, you know, because it's dancehall. I wanted the grimy edge on the transients to sound really nice, you know what I mean? So that's the thing seemed to work for me. So you see limiter and your master, and you try to keep your instruments in your mixer, right, below zero, because when everybody streams up and go over into your master channel, you don't want I'm peaking right now, but it's not so bad, you know what I mean? Alright, so for that let's talk about the kick. Pretty much the kick and the bass are the babies for me. So kick and bass, I pretty much did a side chain, and then I sent them to a bus. When I came to the bus, I pretty much brought up our bass, and I put them in mono. And, you know, certain things in your mix you want to keep centered, right? You want to keep your bass and like vocals and like kick centered, for the mere reason that sometimes when you do a mix and you go to a club will have a mono system, right? One speaker playing a certain sound. You don't want your sound to be lost in a stereo field. You want to keep certain things stereo and forward, like the drivers at the track, right? The vocals, the bass, and the drum. and the drums pretty much are the drivers. Some drums you really can pan like percussions, but your main kick and your bass you really want to keep them centered sometimes. Alright, so with the kick are pretty much did our bass, and I just play with frequencies. I found that 87 was a really good place, you know, and it brought out the top part of the kick and some of the low part of the kick. So the kick would cut through the bass. I didn't need to sidechain, so pretty much that was what saved that. Right. So the bass as well works with your kick. So in that rock, I have an RBS and that as well that boosted a lower frequency. You know what I mean? I boosted a lower frequency to offset and give the kick some more space without the side chaining effect. So normally, if you look at my EQ as well, I cut out any of the high frequencies that would mess with the kick as well, and any other clashing of the instruments. So I removed that and I kept it. I really want all the lows below 320 and even further than that for the kick, for the bass. Sorry. So with that said, so together. Alright, for the other elements of the track, pretty much just the 808, not the 808, the snare. I just put a little reverb on it, you know what I mean, just to give it a little flair, you know what I mean. I pretty much didn't have to, but this is the snare without reverb, kind of more dry, you know. But with the reverb, it kind of get a little sizzle, you know what I mean, a little more eeriness. And I separated it from the kick a little bit too, not too stuck on it, you know. Yeah, so pretty much that was for the drums, because the drums are pretty simple. I didn't put in the reverb on the hi-hats, I wanted them dry, you know. With that said, the string sections and the cello section, they, I didn't really mess with them too much. It was just leveling, you know what I mean, just level them in, mix them in with my ear, to just make sure that at the right level. You know? So much that's it, guys. You don't know anything go like simple beat like this, you know, your quick things you run through, you know what I mean, how you want your beat to sound, what's the leading driver in your beat, and you know you enhance those sounds with the right plugin. So RBS was the plugin for me now, because there's a bass driven song. So RBS really take the precedence for plugins as usual. And then you know I had the Ozone 8 and the master limiter and the master bus side to just do a little bit of the brick wall limiting, so I didn't really push all the sounds out of place, and then it brought up the overall volume of the song. You know, the loudness wise win, right? So here we know, big up for everybody who checking on the vlog, you know what I mean? Big up Renzo, big up That's Right, you know what I mean? Big up Pro Max as well, you know what I mean? So keep watching, keep supporting. I got a lot of new music coming out. See you in 2020, man. It's must say stay safe, coronavirus out there. Just stay safe, create all of my producers, and much love. You know what I mean? Dakrome out. Rah.